They say money can buy anything, but not these jets. These aircraft are so rare and advanced that even billionaires cannot obtain them, regardless of how much they are offered. From planes built to withstand nuclear attacks to those wrapped in solid gold, what makes a jet truly priceless? And who owns these flying marvels? Join us in this episode as we uncover the private jets that even the richest can't afford. Air Force One. Even the wealthiest people in the world would gladly give up a significant portion of their wealth just to enjoy the level of comfort and protection afforded to the U.S. president when traveling by air. The president's plane, Air Force One, is like a giant flying safe house. It can go higher than most planes, fly as fast as a fighter jet, and is even strong enough to survive a nuclear attack. There's no other plane like it. No matter how far the president needs to travel, whether it's across the country or around the world, this plane is always ready. While Air Force One is technically the call sign for any aircraft carrying the U.S. president, most people associate it with a specific plane, a specially modified Boeing 747. There are two of them, known by their tail codes, 2800 and 2900. They resemble regular planes on the outside, but were constructed uniquely and equipped with military upgrades. Flying it costs a fortune, more than $26,000 every hour. It's a massive machine, longer than a normal plane, almost as tall as a 6-story building, and incredibly heavy. It can reach an altitude of over 45,000 feet. Inside the plane, a lot is going on. It has 3 levels and approximately 4,000 square feet of space. At the top, there is a high-tech communication center. This part of the plane can connect the president to anyone in the world at any time, even during a war. The lowest level stores luggage and supplies, equipped with a sophisticated system for managing everything. Most of the critical areas are in the middle section. This is where the president works, sleeps, and meets with others. There's an office, a bedroom, and even a shower. The floor has a special star design to show it's the president's private area. Nearby, the Secret Service has its own space, and there's a special room for meetings during a crisis. That room also features stars on the carpet, and the seatbelts bear the president's seal. At the front, there are seating areas for staff and guests, workspaces, a dining area, and even 2 full kitchens. And just in case something goes wrong, there's always a doctor on board. There's a mini hospital with medical tools, emergency medicine, and even blood that matches the president's type. This plane isn't just for travel. It's built to protect, lead, and keep the most powerful person in the world safe in the sky. Air Force One remains inside an extremely well-guarded hangar at a military base near Washington, D.C. This facility, known as Joint Base Andrews, features several layers of protection, including robust fences and armed checkpoints. Still, the military says the plane is safer when it's flying than when it's parked on the ground. So, what makes it so secure while flying? First, it can travel over 14,000 kilometers without stopping, and it doesn't even need to land to refuel. It can be filled up with fuel while in the sky, meaning it could stay airborne for as long as necessary. It also moves at a speed of almost 1,000 kilometers per hour. This isn't just a regular jet with nice seats. The military has transformed it into something akin to a flying tank. It has tools to fight off missile attacks from the ground, from the air, and even from drones. The exterior is protected by armor, and even the windows are bulletproof. No one uses regular airport stairs to board. Every door has its hidden staircase, which helps prevent any attempts to tamper with the plane while it's on the ground. As for its defenses, some systems block enemy radars, flares that trick heat-guided missiles, and special shielding against powerful electromagnetic waves that could fry electronics. And of course, some of the more advanced protections are so classified that no one outside a select few knows what they are. No matter where it goes, every flight is treated like a top-level mission. Routes, timings, backup plans, everything is figured out in advance. The airspace around Air Force One is closed to all other aircraft. Any plane not involved in the mission must stay at least 5.5 kilometers away. For longer trips, other planes go ahead of it, including a large transport plane that carries the president's motorcade, like the bulletproof limousine nicknamed the Beast. Right behind Air Force One, there's usually another very special aircraft following, the E-4B, often called the Doomsday plane. This plane is like a flying war bunker, meant for the worst-case scenarios. Only 4 of them exist in the world. Here's something you might not expect. Air Force One usually doesn't fly with fighter jets protecting it. That only happens during dire situations or for special events being filmed. And you won't see this plane at your regular airport either. It always lands at heavily guarded military bases or secure airports. Before the president visits any country, a team goes ahead, comprising military personnel, Secret Service agents, and White House staff, to inspect the airport, confer with local authorities, and prepare everything. Air traffic control in the area is told to clear the skies, even if it means delaying nearby commercial flights. When this plane's in the air, everything else takes a step back. Air Force One is looked after by a special group called the Presidential Airlift Group. They don't just take care of the aircraft, they're also in charge of the pilots and crew, making sure everyone is fully trained and ready for anything. In the cockpit, there are 2 skilled pilots, a navigator, and a flight engineer. But the job doesn't stop at flying. The crew works closely with the Secret Service and practices various emergency scenarios, ensuring they're always prepared in the event of an unexpected situation. Before major events like a new president taking office, they even run drills where they pretend the plane is under attack. This helps everyone, from the crew to security, stay sharp. The pilots aren't just any pilots either. They're top members of the U.S. Air Force and are trained to do tricky flying moves to escape danger. This type of training is rarely needed in real life, but there was one instance in 1974 when it proved invaluable. While President Nixon was visiting Syria, 4 fighter jets arrived to escort the plane, but no one informed the crew of their presence. Thinking it was an attack, the pilot quickly dove the plane to get away. Even though the current Air Force One has been flying since 1990, it's almost time for a big upgrade. In 2018, Boeing secured a massive $3.9 billion deal to build 2 brand new planes. They're based on the newer 747-8 model, and they were initially supposed to be ready by 2024. But because of delays, mainly from the COVID-19 pandemic, the new aircraft will probably be prepared in 2026 or even 2027. These new jets will be equipped with the latest technology. That includes high-level military controls, improved methods of communication with the ground and other aircraft, and enhanced protection systems in the event of an attack. Everything is being built with one goal in mind, making sure the president can travel anywhere, anytime, without ever being at risk. Doomsday plane. In the summer of 2021, President Vladimir Putin traveled to Geneva, Switzerland, to meet U.S. President Joe Biden for the first time. As Biden arrived on his well-known Air Force One, people also got a chance to see Russia's version of a presidential plane. Putin's aircraft is called the Ilyushin Il-96-300 PU. It's a larger and improved version of a Russian plane developed in the late 1980s, just before the Soviet Union's dissolution. The PU in its name stands for a Russian term that translates to control center, indicating that this plane isn't just for flying, it's also used for important communication and command. The plane was first used by passengers in 1992. Not long after that, President Boris Yeltsin had one specially built for government use. Since then, Russia's leader has always had one available, and the one Putin flies in is often referred to as the Flying Kremlin, due to its high level of security and power. Putin doesn't rely on just one plane. He has 5 of these special aircraft ready whenever he travels. All 5 are prepared for takeoff at the same time, and only he knows which one he'll use until the last moment. Other top officials in the Russian government can also use these planes when needed. Before the Il-96, Russian leaders had flown in various types of planes, including the Il-62, Tu-154, and Yak-4. Today, all the presidential planes are operated by the Russian government, and most of them share a similar design, featuring plain white bodies and bold red lettering. There's been a lot of guessing about how much Putin's plane costs. Some estimate it's around $70 million, but others believe it could be as high as $550 million due to the extensive high-end upgrades and secret equipment inside. The plane is not just about luxury, it's also made to protect and assist the president during emergencies. In 2018, the public got a small look at the inside of this flying fortress when a Russian teenager named Arslan Kypkulov was invited aboard. He was part of a special program that helps children with serious illnesses follow their dreams. Arslan wanted to make a short film, and President Putin even gave him a camera as a gift. He didn't get to see every part of the plane. Some areas are off limits. But he did get a glimpse of what it's like to be inside one of the most secure and secretive jets in the world. Although the exact details of Putin's plane are kept secret for safety reasons, we do know what the original version of the jet is capable of. The basic Il-96-300 can fly as fast as 560 miles per hour and travel over 3,000 miles without stopping. That's more than enough to fly across continents. The version used by Putin is far more advanced. It features secure communication tools and defense systems designed to block missiles, features that most top leaders' planes also possess. But what surprises people is what's inside. One of the most notable features of the plane is its bathroom. Unlike anything you'd expect, it's coated in gold, literally. The sink, the toilet, the handles, everything shines. Back in 2012, it was reported that the toilet was expected to cost around $75,000. But some experts think it could be even more expensive. There's even a famous golden toilet sculpture made by an Italian artist called America. It was once displayed at Winston Churchill's old home, but was stolen a few years ago. That toilet alone was reportedly worth around $6 million. Putin also likes to stay fit, and that's why the plane includes a mini gym. It has 3 machines for cardio, including cross-trainers that can each cost thousands of dollars. There's a treadmill, a bench for lifting weights, and even a punching bag. Whether he's working out for strength or just keeping his body in shape, everything he needs is there in the sky. For more relaxing moments, he doesn't have to wait to land. The plane features its bar, stocked with premium drinks. Building a basic bar in a house already costs a lot, up to $20,000 or more. So, the one flying on Putin's jet is likely even fancier and more expensive. There's also a large meeting room on board. People close to the president refer to it as Board Number 1. It features soft, cream-colored chairs and a beautiful table with shiny gold accents. This is where Putin can hold meetings, give commands, and make big decisions, all while flying. The plane also features a private bedroom with a large bed fit for a king, as well as an office space that measures over 100 square feet in size. The man behind the plane's design is artist Ivan Glazunov, who ensured the interior looked as rich and powerful as the country it represents. The Flying Palace. In 2008, Time magazine named Prince Al-Walid bin Talal as one of the world's most powerful individuals, with a net worth exceeding $18 billion. By 2017, Forbes ranked him as the 38th richest person on the planet, estimating his fortune at nearly $40 billion. But judging by the way he lives, it's easy to believe he might be even wealthier than those numbers suggest. One of the most evident signs of his immense wealth was when he decided to take luxury to new heights. The prince didn't just buy any airplane, he went for a VIP version of the Airbus A380, the largest passenger jet in the world. His custom version cost a staggering $485 million, and it was nothing short of a flying palace. This flying palace is not just huge, but also filled with very unique things. It features a luxurious Turkish bath and special prayer mats that can automatically align with the direction of Mecca. The plane is so large that even a Rolls-Royce car can fit inside it. Airbus agreed to give him the plane brand new in 2010, with fresh engines and the latest technology. A normal A380 costs more than $300 million, but Al-Walid wanted a custom-made one with everything perfect. His private jet, designed by the British company Design Q, resembles something from a dream. Although the plane could hold 600 people, he wanted it to feel open and cozy, with space left in the middle for other luxury features. There's even a place inside where he can park a car, and when he lands, he can use a private elevator straight from the plane. His private rooms are more like hotel suites, each with a big king-sized bed and modern prayer mats that always face Mecca automatically. About 20 extra guests can travel with the prince, but they don't get the same royal treatment. They rest in first-class-like sleeping pods, still fancy, just not as over the top. And if that already feels like a lot to take in, there's still more. This flying mansion includes some jaw-dropping features. There's a cozy concert room with enough space for 10 people, complete with a baby grand piano. There's also a boardroom equipped with a high-tech 3D projector for meetings, as well as a large steam room for relaxation. One of the most unique features is a clear glass lift that moves up and down between the plane's 3 floors. It's built under the main wheels and opens up to the inside of the aircraft. A spiral staircase and stunning art surround the lift, and it folds away after the guests are on board. On the first floor, where cargo would usually go on regular planes, things are very different. One side is a garage where luxury cars can be brought along during trips. The other side features a wellness room with soft carpeted walls, oversized sofas, and a giant TV screen built into the floor. The screen connects to cameras beneath the plane, so it feels like you're flying right over the scenery. There's even a sweet-smelling breeze gently filling the room to make it feel more magical. The nose of the aircraft features a luxurious Turkish bath with marble surrounds and a full spa setup where guests can enjoy relaxing massages. It's all made for comfort during long flights. Upon the main level, which is the second floor, you'll find the control room and spaces for the flight crew. This level also includes a working area, relaxation rooms, and bathrooms with showers. The crew of 30 people also have their area. If passengers are feeling social or hungry, they can hang out in a dining area with a bar. For those who need to work, meeting rooms are equipped with all the necessary tools for presentations and meetings. One room accommodates 10 people, while another, larger room seats 14 around a long table. The chairs come with features like footrests, back support, and even massage options. There's another more laid-back meeting space where people can grab a late-night snack, and even the king can enjoy some TV if things get boring. When it's time to unwind, there's a golden-colored lounge filled with some of the nicest furniture in the world. The entire plane, from top to bottom, inside and out, appears to belong in a movie. And for something that cost nearly $500 million, it should. There have been recent rumors that Prince Al-Walid may be planning to sell this one-of-a-kind plane, but so far, nothing has been officially confirmed. The Flying Mansion. The Boeing 747-8 VIP is called the Flying Mansion for a reason. Buying one costs around $570 million, and that's just the basic version. Without any additional upgrades, this plane can carry up to 25 people and fly approximately 8,000 miles without refueling. Inside, the jet feels more like a fancy apartment than an airplane. There's a lot of space, almost 4,800 square feet, giving everyone room to move around easily. The design is centered on comfort, featuring plush chairs, expansive couches, and designated areas for dining, relaxing, and working. There's even a quiet bedroom in the back with its bathroom, allowing someone to sleep or rest in peace. People can hold business meetings in a specially designed office area or sit down for a meal at a long table that accommodates 12 guests. The lighting inside can change to match your mood, calm and peaceful or bright and lively. The air system keeps the cabin cool and fresh, and it's pressurized so it feels more like being on the ground than in the sky. Up front, the cockpit is filled with the latest flying tools. Pilots have screens that display all the necessary details for safe flight, including speed, altitude, and direction. Computers help control the flight path, and the plane can even fly itself with autopilot features. The plane also utilizes advanced radios and GPS to ensure that pilots are always aware of their location and can communicate clearly with personnel on the ground. Safety is built into every part. There are warning systems in place to avoid bad weather or high-altitude areas, and the plane can detect strong wind changes ahead of time to maintain smooth operations. The flying mansion is powered by 4 huge General Electric engines that work together to produce an incredible 266,000 pounds of thrust. These powerful engines enable the aircraft to fly close to the speed of sound, reaching a maximum speed of Mach 0.85. It can travel a very long distance, over 9,200 nautical miles, without needing to stop for fuel, and it flies as high as 43,000 feet in the sky, where the air is quiet and smooth. If someone wants to rent it for a flight, it could cost between $50,000 and $80,000 for every hour it's in the air. Keeping it running is also very expensive. Owners need to spend around $8 to $12 million each year just on regular fixed costs. Every hour it flies adds another $25,000 to $40,000 in expenses. This aircraft isn't just for travel. It's a floating sign of wealth and status that only a few people in the world can afford. Trump Force One. Donald Trump's private jet, a Boeing 757, is truly enormous, matching his larger-than-life personality. At 47 meters long with a wingspan of 38 meters, it's about 3 times the size of a typical private jet's. He calls it Trump Force One, but surprisingly, he didn't use it much when he was president, as presidents are only allowed to fly on Air Force One. This jet is one of the biggest privately owned jets in the world, and it's clear who owns it. Trump's name is splashed across the side of the plane, leaving no doubt. After all, it's not unusual for him to stamp his name on everything. Inside, the jet is set up to carry 43 passengers, which is much less than a commercial 757 that can hold 239 people. The seats are all first class, and Trump went all out in customizing the plane to feel like a luxurious mansion in the sky. There's so much room to stretch out, unlike a regular commercial flight. The jet is also powerful, boasting 2 Rolls-Royce engines that provide it with a tremendous amount of power. It can climb to 41,000 feet in just 12 minutes, which is incredibly fast for a private jet. As for the interior, Trump ensured it reflected his love for luxury. The seats are made of soft, cream-colored leather, with rare mahogany cabinets and ultra-suede ceiling panels. Gold is everywhere, on the light sockets, the trim, and even the seat buckles. Even the bathroom sink and faucets are made of gold. If you melted all the gold in the plane, it would be enough to cover the outside of a Greyhound bus. Trump was deeply involved in designing the jet's interior. Before buying the 757, he worked with a company that specializes in jet interiors. It took 6 months to transform the plane into a gold-covered masterpiece, and he spent around $250,000 on the renovations. Since Trump is known for watching TV, it's no surprise the jet has a high-tech screening room with a 57-inch TV. There are also 2 bedrooms, each featuring luxurious bedding, and the pillows bear the Trump crest. Throughout the plane, you'll see his logo everywhere, even on the headrests of the fancy leather seats. There's a small gourmet kitchen on board where meals can be prepared. And, of course, even the kitchen sink has a gold faucet. When Trump used the jet regularly, he had a whole crew to attend to his every need. Pilots, flight attendants, and kitchen staff were always ready to serve him. His personal chef would often prepare 5-star meals before flights, but Trump also had a fondness for fast food. While flying, he was known to indulge in Big Macs and buckets of fried chicken from KFC. However, the plane has been sitting idle since before he became president, and it hasn't been touched since he left office. It's now parked on a runway, needing a lot of work. The repairs won't be cheap. It could take millions to get the jet back in the air. One of its engines is missing parts, and the other is in storage, covered up in plastic, waiting for a rebuild. Fixing the engine alone could cost up to $100,000, and some experts believe the total repairs might exceed $6 million. Trump plans to restore it and even give it a new look, hoping to fly it again soon. He expects it to be ready by the end of the year, although the job will be challenging, especially since the plane was left exposed to the weather. Typically, jets like this are stored in warmer locations, not left out in the cold for such a long time. In the meantime, Trump has to rely on his 1997 Cessna 750 Citation X, a $10 million jet. It's not as large or flashy as the 757, but it still boasts considerable power. When it was first released, it was the fastest business jet in the world, reaching nearly the speed of sound. Even today, it remains a favorite among wealthy CEOs and celebrities, although billionaires typically prefer larger jets, such as Gulfstreams or Learjets. The Cessna has two Rolls-Royce engines, just like the 757, but it's not as extravagant. Trump hasn't put his name all over it, but it's still clear who owns it, thanks to his gold crest near the cockpit. While it might not have gold trim like his other plane, the Cessna is still luxurious. It can carry up to 9 passengers and has a top-tier interior, making it a comfortable choice for Trump when traveling to rallies. ACJ 350 XWB. Stepping into the jet, the spacious cabin immediately creates a relaxed, comfortable atmosphere, perfect for long journeys. The design offers complete customization, allowing the owner to choose the layout, colors, materials, and seating to reflect their style. The seating is designed for maximum comfort, with large reclining chairs that resemble luxury loungers more than typical aeroplane seats. Some configurations offer private single seats, while others have sofa-like arrangements for relaxed, social spaces. The cabin exudes luxury, with soft leather, rich wood panels, and plush carpets creating a warm, elegant ambiance. It feels like a flying hotel suite, blending style with comfort. Entertainment is top-notch, featuring high-definition screens that offer a wide selection of movies, music, and shows. Fast internet keeps passengers connected, whether for work or leisure. Meals are another highlight, with a fully equipped kitchen that caters to everything from light snacks to gourmet meals, ensuring a top-tier dining experience even at 40,000 feet. Comfort is managed with smart climate control and cabin pressurization to reduce fatigue, ensuring passengers arrive refreshed after long flights. Soundproofing and movable panels provide privacy and quiet, making them ideal for rest or important conversations. The cockpit is equally well designed, with all controls easily accessible and a streamlined layout that helps pilots focus on flying. Advanced fly-by-wire technology replaces traditional mechanical controls, making the aircraft lighter and giving pilots smoother, more precise control. The cockpit also features modern flight management systems, including top-tier navigation and communication tools. Multiple backup systems ensure that pilots always have access to the necessary data, while large, clear screens provide real-time flight information, including speed, altitude, and fuel levels, enabling quick and informed decision-making. The flight controls use a side-stick system, similar to those in modern fighter jets. This setup fosters a natural and intuitive connection between the pilot's actions and the aircraft's movements, making flying more enjoyable and responsive. Safety is another standout feature. The fly-by-wire technology includes protections that keep the jet within safe operating limits, even during challenging weather conditions, ensuring a smooth and secure flight. Automated systems, such as autothrottle and autopilot, also assist pilots during various phases of flight, reducing their workload and making the journey safer and more efficient. The cockpit is built with future technology in mind. It can be easily upgraded to incorporate new advancements, ensuring the jet stays at the forefront of aviation for years to come. The ACJ 350 XWB is powered by two Rolls-Royce Trent XWB engines, which deliver incredible power and efficiency. Each engine produces around 97,000 pounds of thrust, providing rapid acceleration and smooth takeoffs. This power allows the jet to reach its cruising speed quickly, ensuring a fast and efficient journey. When it comes to performance, the ACJ 350 shines with a range of over 7,500 miles, easily covering both transcontinental and long-haul international flights without a stop. It's an ideal choice for long-distance travelers. The jet also offers impressive speed, cruising at up to 685 miles per hour. This allows passengers to cover vast distances in a fraction of the time it would take on most commercial flights. Beyond speed, the ACJ 350 is designed for fuel efficiency. Its aerodynamic shape and efficient engines ensure it uses less fuel than other private jets of similar size, making it a more environmentally friendly option for luxury travel. The jet's advanced winglets help reduce drag and improve fuel efficiency, while also enhancing stability for a smoother flight. These features work together to create a more comfortable experience for everyone on board. Flying at altitudes of up to 43,100 feet allows the jet to avoid most weather disruptions, ensuring a smoother ride. Higher altitudes also reduce fuel consumption, making the plane even more efficient for long-distance travel. Owning an ACJ 350 XWB private jet comes with a hefty price tag, starting at $317 million. This cost can increase depending on the customizations and extra features added, making the jet a unique reflection of its owner's preferences. Customization plays a big role in the ACJ 350's allure. From interior design to cutting-edge technology and special amenities, every decision made can raise the final price. However, it's not just the initial cost that needs to be considered. Ongoing expenses, such as maintenance, fuel, crew salaries, and insurance, also add up quickly, making it a long-term commitment. For those who can afford it, the ACJ 350 XWB offers an unparalleled blend of luxury, performance, and innovation. Every flight aboard this jet provides an extraordinary experience, offering unmatched comfort and sophistication in private aviation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.